Listen to me. We need another 4 retweets right now. And then we're going to start with Black Sabbath. I've taken mushrooms. And those of you who take mushrooms know the mushrooms can be a laxative. So I'm going to be busy and give you time to hit the 4. Okay? Here's the link. Go retweet 4 times. I'll be back in 2 swipes of a baby wipe. 3 more retweets, friends. You're here for a reason, right? Go retweet so that we can get it started. Black Sabbath, the shrooms are kicking in. Yalla. Yalla! Yalla. 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 Yalla, yalla, yalla. Two more retweets. What's the deal? You guys aren't feeling it today? Do you need a day off? I don't get it. You like it when we hang out, a bunch of people in a party, right? You like being part of a community, and then when you're asked to do something that makes the community and grows it properly, then you don't do it. What it is that I'm doing is I'm calling bullshit on all of you. There's 17 of you on YouTube. There's 23 of you on on Twitch. And there's one loser on Facebook. You're telling me that we can't put together 12 retweets for that? What do you think that I'm doing it for? For my vanity? Or do you think that I'm trying to grow the channel so that we can keep doing shows like this? I mean, which one? Tell me. Acts of community is what brings the thing forward. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes or no? So you guys, you like the fucking content, so share the content. Yes or no? There's the link again. Because you need reminding. It's very clear that you need reminding. I got mushrooms kicking in. I got a bong warming up over here. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Help me help you. Go retweet this. What are you going to do? You're going to start giving me a bad mushroom trip? What would Ozzy want? Ozzy's got one of his fans right now that's going to start reliving some memories of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and playing the music. He hasn't yet peaked on mushrooms, but he's going there. The edibles have kicked in a little bit. The bong is warming up. But the Black Sabbath fan can't do it. Because there's 40 people in the room and they can't be arsed to retweet something because they're too fucking cool. Listen to me. Listen to me. Go retweet. If you can't retweet, I'm getting off this fucking thing. You got until 11:20. You got 9 minutes. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Alright? I'm good, man. You guys decide. I'm not angry. It's fuck you. You want something, do your fucking part. That's it. Look at you guys. All motivated and shit. How's everybody? Are you in a good mood? I'm okay, me. I'm okay. You shouldn't get the impression that I'm upset, I'm not in a good mood. I'm in a very good mood. I'm fine. I'm just one of those moods where it's kind of like I don't feel like... I call bullshit sometimes, you know? Calling bullshit gets you into trouble. You have to be able to say things in a nice way. I'm not very good at saying things in a nice way. I'm good at saying things honestly. From my perspective, that's about it. I'm happy
I call bullshit on that.
Yeah, you can call bullshit on that. So, chill now. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We in a good mood. We're in a good mood. This old man is going to follow a little bit of a different theme, but one that I think is good and one that we will continue to explore. Old man listens to classics. This is not stuff that I don't know. This is stuff that I do know and that I'm very familiar with. And I can kind of provide times and places. I can provide stories behind the music. So I always say every record has a story. These are mine. Okay. When I do old mans, generally the premise is that I have not heard the music prior, right? So what it is that I do at that point is I come in as a musical anthropologist and observe your tribe. I'm not even part of the tribe until eventually they accept me as part of the tribe. So I think the Radiohead people, for example, have accepted me as part of the tribe. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. The Taylor Swift people, not so much. But that's okay. Now this here basically is the same activity. It's the same thing. But in this case, It's me sharing my stories with you, whatever they are. Because there are albums, obviously. I mean, music has always been there for me. Okay. From the moment I could crawl, I crawled towards a record player. It's just always been that kind of a thing. And there are stories. I mean, do they have to be fantastical stories? No, of course not. On the other hand, they're personal anecdotes about records and why it is that music is important. They're examples of why music, is very much the soundtrack to our life and matters. So it's something we've been working on for a while, and this is what we're going to do. What other albums, in your opinion, should I revisit? What albums were huge in your own life? What albums should I revisit? Because I have a few that I'm thinking of immediately, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'd go through Alice Cooper, for example. I see somebody mention Stevie Wonder. Inner Visions? Pff, I can imagine doing Inner Visions. I can imagine doing, Superfly, Curtis Mayfield, Alice Cooper, Killer. What's Going On? Easy. Absolutely. I got stories behind all that. Afghan Wigs, Gentlemen. And it wouldn't, for me, just be a point of just taking something because it's popular. It's not a matter of that. There'd have to be a genuine connection for me and some genuine stories, and I'd have to feel like I could treat the subject properly. That I could speak to it. So you see, as you're naming a bunch of things, I have stories for those, but I wouldn't have thought of many of these. Okay? I remember listening to Love the first time. I absolutely fucking remember listening to Nation of Millions the first time. A blaxploitation week could happen eyes closed. Because I spent years listening to blaxploitation, and I still listen to a ton of blaxploitation, and I still collect blaxploitation records. But now I got all the big ones, right? So there are many possibilities there. See, Odyssey and Oracle's another massive record. But I'm practically certain, guys, that Afghan Wigs, Purple Haze, not Afghan Wigs, Gentlemen. That's one of the most important records of my life. You see, when Mika Tuarez says Dr. John, I can absolutely imagine myself doing, what's it called? Gree. And the Dr. John thing connects also with Greg Dooley and Afghan Wigs. So I'm pretty sure that if I started getting into this kind of thing and I just closed my eyes and let the music take me to a different place, I'm pretty sure that I can spin a decent yarn. And that's what it is that we're trying to do here. Hey, Ian Russian, I saw you became a patron. Welcome, man. I'm happy to have you here, and I'm glad that you enjoy the show enough to step up and become a patron. That's really making me happy about this kind of thing. I'm beginning to know all of you. Like I know all your names, because you're patrons. It's awesome. This is what I wanted. You see, to me, it's far more important to do things this way than try to get an enormous amount of viewers, of whom none of them know you. An intimate experience with people that you see the same names come up regularly. We know each other. We get to hang out. You feel familiar. There's a familiarity there. The fact that you're being presented a piece of art each time that you come here and you're around familiar people and everyone's polite, everyone's sharing stuff, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. And you want that experience to be great. And we know that once that community experience is interrupted too much, it's not too welcome. Okay? It's invasive. So, If all of a sudden we do Old Man Listens to Billie Eilish, for example, we're going to do Old Man Listens to Billie Eilish. I ordered the record, I pre-ordered it. When I get the Billie Eilish record, you can rest absolutely assured. We'll do it. We might get completely fucking invaded by Billie Eilish kids. And it'll probably feel invasive. But at that point, there's less of a community feeling. You know? But those people, just like many of you who have gotten to know the show through Radiohead. How many of you got to know the show through Radiohead? This ought to be interesting. I'm sure there's a ton of you. If I had to pick a DRI album, Thrash Zone wouldn't be the one. You know what I mean? There's a lot of you that came in from Radiohead. And Radiohead felt invasive at the beginning, but I kind of like went in because I wanted to discover your world, right? There's tons of you. Look, Lana Del Rey. So, I mean, if you just look at the invasive part of it, it's not that. To me, other people get to see what you do. And you'll see the same exact reaction all the time. New people that come into this, you know what it is that they do? It's like, wait a second, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why aren't you just playing the music? Because they expect something. But over here, we know what we do here. This is a community. We talk music. We hang out. We share positive experiences. And there's a lot of people that don't know the music. And that's where it is that it makes for an even more powerful experience. How many of you do not know Sabbath Bloody Sabbath? And you can feel free, if you know only the song Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, but you do not know the rest of the album, there are no other hits on Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Only the main title. How many of you do not know the album Sabbath Bloody Sabbath? Mac Attack. Dude. Jason. That's a surprise, but I'm happy that that's the case. Jason likes his rock and roll. Tamra? Tamra, go make yourself one of those mushroom smoothies right now. Go, I'll wait. We got time. Marmalade. I'm happy, Marmalade. I know you're a younger guy, but you know music very well. And sorry about Belgium, but it was a good game, my friend. Very good game. FM Gary? Dude, FM Gary, please get your weed ready. Please, just join me on this. Please join me on this. This album is absolutely a psychedelics album. This album is absolutely a weed album. And it's unlike anything else that Black Sabbath did. It's the most progressive Black Sabbath by far. It's the jazziest, maybe. The first time I listened to it, I was fucking mystified from the beginning. From the beginning. I was completely mystified by the record. Because, my history with Black Sabbath starts real young. I mean, I had a Black Sabbath that I played on a regular basis. I had, like, Black Sabbath Paranoid. I grew up with Black Sabbath Paranoid. 3 years old, I was listening to Black Sabbath Paranoid. So Black Sabbath's been part of my language since forever. When it came to Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, I didn't know the record. I was still a young record collector, so I hadn't picked everything up yet. So this makes me 13 years old, makes me 14, 15, something like that. So as a young record collector, you go out and you pick up as much as you can to learn as much as you can and, absorb. One of the go-to things for me was always greatest hits albums. Always. Because greatest hits albums provide a ton of bang for your buck. And when you have a small collection and you're building out, it's a really good way to get that shit repped. Okay? There are certain important albums, and I am all for the album experience. A well put together compilation, though, that's awesome, but it's not an album. But a well put together compilation is a fantastic thing, and I would absolutely say that Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is one of those. So Sabbath Bloody Sabbath was one of my earliest acquisitions in terms of records, And I'd play the damn thing, and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath would come on, as well as all the hits. Okay. I still have a copy of Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I have the albums, all of them. No, actually, I don't have all... Fuck, can you believe I don't have Never Say Die? I need to get Never Say Die. Like, very badly. Very badly. It's not like I'm not looking. I'll come across a copy, and when I come across a copy, I'll pick it up, like, immediately. I love that record. That's another weird one. So, hold on. Sophia, close the door! The door to the basement. I'm working. All I hear is my fucking daughter yelling at the dogs. Because the dogs are mohons. I can't get into a routine over here, you know. Summertime. I like it better when she goes to school. I don't have to deal with this. So yeah, I had this compilation, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. And not Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. We sold our soul for rock and roll, and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath was the only one. I didn't know it, so at one point I happened upon a record store called Discus. It was a small record chain here in Quebec. The thing that I liked about them is, especially this was like young, right? So 13, 14, 15 puts me in prime Walkman years. Those are the Walkman years, man. So anybody who was anybody would spend whatever they needed to spend in order to get a Walkman. Because at that point, you can play cassettes. So I start buying cassettes instead of albums. And when I have albums, I buy blank cassettes so that I can put those albums onto cassette. And this whole thing. But now I can take my music with me, and I spend a lot of time on the bus. So at one point, I walk into Discus, and again, I figure 14 years old, let's say. 14 years old. And I always go into the $5.99 bin. Because the $5.99 bin is the bargain bin, and that's where it is that you'll find a lot of the greatest hits. That's where it is that you'll find a lot of the stuff that's been pressed to death, and they just want to sell you a copy of it, type of thing. All the, Best Buy series, all those records. And I see a copy of Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Now, by this point, what albums did I know by Black Sabbath very well? I knew Master of Reality, Paranoid, Volume 4, I knew those extremely well. Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules, and Sabbath Bloody, and not Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. What's it called? And We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. So basically, there are still holes. There are still holes. I didn't know Never Say Die. I didn't know. No, I kind of knew Technical Ecstasy because my friend had a tape, so I had heard it, but not a lot. I didn't know Sabotage. I didn't fucking know Sabotage. And that's one of my favorite ones. That's a heavy-ass record. That's the Cocaine record. Okay? And more importantly, the big hole, I didn't know Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I didn't. And by this age, I was an Ozzy Osbourne fan also, because Ozzy went solo. So by this point, he had released his first 3 albums. So, Blizzard of Oz, Diary of a Madman, which I was insane for, and Bark at the Moon. Just to kind of put you in where it is that I first discovered Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Ultimate Sin hadn't come out yet. And a lot of people kind of went off with that, Black Sabbath and everything. I continued following at that point. I still liked that point, okay? So, I find this cassette of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Okay, let me take it. And I listen to it on the bus. Oh, my dogs are losing it. My wife's home. And I remember listening to this on a few occasions when I've listened to Black Sabbath. It's made an impression on me. Like Paranoid sounded weird to my young ears. It's like now, obviously, I mean, it's, part of the fucking landscape. It's part of the soundscape for me. But back then, as a 3-year-old, I didn't know. It's kind of cool. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, painted a completely different landscape for me. So where it is that you have the dark doom of the first album, Paranoid, Volume 4, Master of Reality, all of those. There's that dark element. Add to that Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and all of a sudden, that element, it's like you've put it on acid. It's like there's color in it. It's the most colorful Black Sabbath album. It's just, wow, they really do all of this? These psychedelic elements are fucking amazing. It's easily, to me, to my ears, easily the most psychedelic Black Sabbath album. And it's my favorite Black Sabbath album. Like, I never tire of it. I've had several copies of it. The last copy I had was a bullshit NEMS reissue, like a knockoff NEMS reissue. Sounded horrible, and I knew that I needed to replace it. And I've long been on the search for an original copy. It's my favorite Black Sabbath album. So, I didn't buy it. I've always been looking, waiting. It's like, if I'm going to get a copy of Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, I want a proper copy of Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. This is a record that I will continue to listen to till the day that I die. It's my favorite one. So, my friend UK Bart, who I've known through Vinyl Junkies since 2013. He's the oldest vinyl junkie that is still a vinyl junkie. UK Bart, those of you who know the show regularly know that the dude's real big with the Black Sabbath. He's real big with the old rock. He knows this stuff, and he lives in the UK. So he sends boxes of records every once in a while, and he really fills up all of my, like, Deep Purple side projects and Whitesnake and all the areas I know, but don't know nearly as well as him. He's known that I've long been on the lookout for an original copy of Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Doesn't he send it? I got this record maybe 3 months ago through a friend. But this is an original WMA pressing of Black Sabbath, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. And it's glorious. To me, this is like breaking out the fucking cognac. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you look at Black Sabbath as in dark music type of thing, especially when you think of the theme song, a lot of what's happening on Sabbath Bloody Sabbath it's full of color and psychedelics, and an enormous part of that is because of organ, because of synthesizer. They have, what's it called? What the hell's the name of the dude with the fucking cape? The synthesizer player with the cape. Keith Emerson. Is it Keith Emerson? Yeah. He plays on this as well. And if you listen to all of it, and if you don't know the record, you're going to listen to this and you're going to find that this stuff is not necessarily as heavy as the other stuff. It's just the songwriting. It's catchy. I'm thinking of a song like Spiral Architect. A song like Who Are You? The Doom isn't Iommi's guitar. You'll notice that the production's different. It's clean. The Doom isn't Iommi's guitar. Listen and you'll see that there's so many other elements. Listen to the way Bill, what's his name? Bill Ward's drums are mic'd. It's not the same thing. It's not the way they were mic'd on Paranoid. It's another experience. It's a clean experience, but it's one of those, it's a psychedelic experience, man. And it's with that in mind that I'm telling you that I've ingested some mushrooms. Because I knew that this would be a psychedelic experience because I know this music. And this will be the first time that I listen to Sabbath Bloody Sabbath on psychedelics, on mushrooms. And the idea of doing it with nearly 100 people in the room, you see, that's why I want you to retweet. Go retweet, man. Let's get this up to over 100. Leon, hello, Leon. So the idea that I'm going to be doing it, the idea that I'm high on psychedelics while this is happening, my regular edibles have kicked in, and I'm ready to have a good time and listen to this in community. To me, that's a good thing. It is almost like my first time all over again. And, again, do it for me, please. Just humor me. How many of you... Yes, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I think it's him. I'm almost sure. The guy who used to have the cape. It was him. No, it's fucking Wakeman. Wakeman is who I'm thinking about. Sorry, it's not the... It's Wakeman that I'm thinking about. Rick Wakeman. With the cape? Yeah, dude. It's, You're gonna see it's psychedelic. Just for me, okay? Do me a favor. I know if some of you have answered, just please... How many of you are listening to this album? How many of you are unfamiliar with the album Sabbath Bloody Sabbath and are listening to it for the very first time? See Square P. Peen Abdul-Jabbar. Marmalade, Taco Salad, Devon, Ian Russian, new patron and old patrons. Fucking Ripsnort McGee. And Sandmeyer has heard it. McKay hasn't heard it yet. Look, guys. This is one of the reasons that you become a patron. Because I'm going to introduce you to something that might blow your fucking mind. It might blow your mind. If you connect to it like I connect to it, like I connected to it from the very first day, I'm going to play something for you that will blow your mind and is unlike any other Black Sabbath you've heard before. I used to have an ex-girlfriend, a girl I loved very much. At one point on a Saturday, I had left her place on a Saturday morning or whatever, and I had this cassette in my car. Or no, I had this CD in my car, and I had it cranked. And I spoke to her later in the day, you know, and like we called each other or whatever, and it's like, you were really happy this morning, weren't you? I was like, yeah, actually I was. Why? So because I heard you blasting your music even after you left. So that's what I was doing. Okay, now, I mean, the other part is that you might, you know, it's crass for me to play my music that way, but where she lived was an area where there were stores, not people, so it was kind of crass. Leon, you know what's crass? Comparing bands. That's crass. That's absolute shit. As a matter of fact, I can tell you, Leon, that's exactly the kind of thing that I don't want in here. I hate it so much. Comparing art. What are you doing? Why can't you just enjoy everything for what it is? That's it. You gotta have an open mind about things. These competition things, you know? Not to mention, new folk, listen to me. I'm happy to have you here. I'd like to invite you to become patrons. As you've noticed, we are closer, that much closer to hitting 666 again. Become a patron. Here's your link. Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. Leon, you don't have to worry. If you know anything about my show, this is the way I talk. I wouldn't take it too personal. If you don't like it, though, chances are you won't continue liking. You understand? But if you like it and you're in on it, then you're going to like it here. Leon, go become a patron and join the conversation. Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. The link is in the comments. You could become a patron and part of this community for as little as $2 or $5 a month. And we move towards 666 all over again. Those of you who were with us when we hit 666 in June last month, here's your 666 merch, bitch. Look at it. Look at it. Suck it in. Look at it. That's the smell of Satan. Go buy your 666 merchandise right now. The link is in the comments. So, will we find Patreon? Will we find patron 632? I hope so. Did I get mine yet? I haven't gotten my shirt yet. It is absolutely aggravating. So many of you got your shirts and I did not. What I got though is the sticker. Take a look at this. I got this. I got a couple of these because I put stickers everywhere. And I'm going to put this up somewhere. Cool, right? But we got mugs, we got t-shirts, and that kind of thing. Just a way for us to kind of like, you know, feel like we're part of a community, which we are. All right. Are you ready for this? I hope you're ready for this, because this will make me happy, man. My dogs are losing their fucking minds upstairs, so it's very distracting. You have to understand over here, this is a professional atmosphere I'm in. My wife, if she comes in the middle of the show, you know what happens? This house goes upside down. The dogs lose their fucking minds. They lose their minds. What are you supposed to do? You're going to tell them to shut up? Go tell a dog to shut up. You don't, they don't listen. They're excited. They're stupid. So I gotta wait for the entire thing to fucking calm down because it's making me bananas. It's making me bananas. It's making me completely fucking bananas. How's the mug, Taco? Is it a good mug? I hope so. I didn't see the mug. I drink out of those bigger mugs, so that's not big enough for me. It was on 631 that you joined, and it's still on 631. Just saying. Listen to me, fucknut. What are you worried about? Just saying. What are you just saying? Explain it to me. Explain it to me like I'm a 4-year-old Robert Reeves. Just saying. Go become a patron. Don't listen to Robert Reeves. Just saying. You fucking Nelly Never. Is that the way it goes? Nabobs and Nelly Nevers? Is that the way the saying goes? We got a fucking Nelly Never over here. A Nelly Never. Go become a patron. Go become a patron! I'm your waiter. The rest of you, before you start, listen. I'm the waiter. I'm the waiter. You want to buy me a coffee? Andre! Andre! Sophia! Can you make me a coffee, please? Okay. Okay, thank you, baby. I love you. Yeah, seriously, the dogs are going mental. Sorry, I had to talk to my daughter. Listen, this is the way we do shows. Don't fucking act. Any of you who are married right now completely understand this dynamic. You yell. That's the way you catch each other's attention. I'm in my fucking basement. What am I supposed to do? I'm doing a show here. I'm trying to be here for you. You see how courteous it is of me? That's why I yell up to my family. Out of courtesy towards you. I don't want to leave you alone. Now go become a patron. Do you appreciate my courtesy? Who would buy me a coffee here? Who would buy me a coffee in this place right now? I'm about to introduce how many of you to your first listen to Sabbath Bloody Sabbath? Motherfucker, I'm gonna change the fucking course of your listening life with this. It's an amazing record. Go fucking leave me a tip. I don't have my coffee, but the edibles are kicking in. You'll get me one. How about you get me one through PayPal, fuckface? When I come to Vancouver, he's going to get me a coffee. I'm going to come to you. Yeah, hey, when I come to Vancouver, the first stop that I'll make, Lee Cook, is I'll make sure that I come to your house so I can collect on that free coffee. The fucking knuckleheads I deal with. And my dogs are still losing their minds upstairs. The mushrooms are clearly kicking in now. They're kicking in. Once I start talking like this, they kick in. You understand? That's why I fucking Jujitsu's online right now. She's on the Zoom because she knows, just all right, this guy's going to start, he's going to start his shroom rant. Yes. I have to wait for my coffee. Go become a patron, yeah? Keurig. Ugh. You know those little pods? You know all the garbage you make with those little pods? Get yourself a French press. Can I tell you something? That Keurig shit? Nonsense. Nonsense. And it's more expensive. Get yourself a French press. A Bodum. Get yourself one of those. Learn the exact measurements of how much you need. find your right blend, and the blend might not be the same if you're getting it for a Bodum and you're getting it, let's say, for an espresso machine. Different things, different characters, different extraction techniques. But if you get a good bean, all right, and you don't grind it too fine, you want a medium grind. You put that inside your Bodum, French press. You put water, okay, boiling water, up to the top. Now, you gotta stir twice. Twice. Listen to me. The first time you stir, the coffee has to be at the bottom. You pour the boiling water over the coffee. You understand? Now, you stir twice. And you want to get a long spoon if possible so that you can go right to the bottom. You stir so that you make sure that all the particles get into the water. Take the spoon out. What you're going to notice is you're going to get, if your coffee's good especially, you're going to notice that there's a nice foam on the top. This brown comes up on the top. The bloom. They call that the bloom. Once you got that happen, you let it sit 1 minute. And you give it another stir. You put your plunger and you plunge down. And you enjoy a beautiful cup of coffee. Without the fucking plastic and ruining the planet. Throw away your Keurig. Asshole, you're killing the planet. A Bialetti coffee machine, old school. That's what I'm talking about. A fucking Bialetti, one of those stovetops. That's what I'm talking about. You could say, well, Sam, your records are made of plastic. Yeah, but I don't fucking sell it. My records are my show. They're not going anywhere. It's not garbage. It's being used. And I like old records. Capiche? Digital, my friend, is an enormous fucking waste as well. Let's be completely clear. Sometimes you can talk about how it is that it cleans out vinyl waste, because I knew one person was going to do it, but I'm ready for this. You can talk about that, but we've tried enjoying art on the cloud, and what it's done is it's ruined people's attention span, and the experience of listening to an album has completely disappeared because people are so used to listening to playlists and being able to fast forward a song if it doesn't catch your attention after 30 seconds, that it's completely destroyed the listening experience, rendered it passive, taken the experience of music and put it at the speed of the internet. Your attention span works at the speed of the internet also, which means you got the attention span of a fucking flea. Okay? That's what digital does. So sometimes it's important to have a connection. The object allows for a more sensual experience. This record came from the UK. It has a story. I just told you the story of how I obtained this record. There's an entire narrative that went into me showing you this for the very first time. You can't do this with a stream, sir. So streams turn art into waste. Okay? The entire point of this show is as a counterpoint to that. And what I'm trying to do is create an experience around a piece of art so that you can enjoy it with a bunch of people together and have a qualitative experience. And what makes that possible is this, sir. Because if I just came here and I played a digital thing, you know what would happen? You would attract people that do exactly that. And their brains work at the speed of the internet. And at that speed, you're missing a whole lot of fucking scenery. Vinyl is purposeful. It allows you to slow your time down. When you pick up a piece of record, when you pick up a piece of vinyl, when you pick up a record, you are making a choice to play that record. You're not fast forwarding. You're listening to that record. The minute it is that you do that, you introduce a ritual. This show has now become part of that ritual for me. but you drink whatever you like to drink. You get ready to sit in your favorite chair. There's a ritual. There's a ritual to taking the record out of the sleeve, dropping it on your turntable, and hearing the needle drop. Anybody knows what this sounds like. Listen for it, folks. Let me put it up a little so that you can hear it proper. Listen to this. Again. You understand? Now, if you're the type of person who thinks that that does not add to your experience, then you're not the right kind of person. I am not. What I do is not for you. And that's fine. But to me, art matters in my life. So what I need to do is I need to slow down and I need to take considered approaches to it. It's so important that I've dedicated my entire life to this. I can't dedicate my life to digital real estate. I can't do it. I can be very proud of taking care of all of this and curating it and presenting it to you along with stories. That I can do. That's a qualitative experience. And my friend, if you're still listening right now, that's what it is. If you were here just for the music, you'd be listening to just the music. Because that's available. You can go as fast as you want. Slowing down's a different thing. And what you'll realize with the requisite short attention spans is that people don't know how to slow down. And when they do find that gear that they slow down, they appreciate it. So that's why digital just won't do. I can't talk about the experience of this here if it was just a file. I can't smell what 1973 smells like. 1973, man. 1973. It's an artifact. There's love attached to this. It was given to me by somebody. You can't do that with a file. You can't. It's not the same thing. So, that's what I would say. I'm going to play the song whenever it is that I want, Leon. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you want to start the music, go press it somewhere else. I don't have to start it now because you want to rock. I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm feeling pretty fucking patient right now. You understand? Let me ask you a question, Leon. Are you a patron? Yes or no? Very simple. There's only two answers, yes or no. Because I figure I want to know the person who's, giving me orders. Are your fingers broken now, Leon? I am not getting an answer to my question. You found my channel an hour ago. All right. Nice. I'm glad. If you're still here, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. If you're still here, clearly, it's not just for the music because you would have been gone. Yes? Yes. Vinyl Junkies Radio is pirate radio. It's gonzo radio. It doesn't exist anywhere else. I am having a mushroom rant right now. Do you understand? Where are you going to get that? And it is entirely plausible and entirely apt to have a mushroom rant before listening to Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. This is the way it's done right. I should probably have a beer instead of a coffee. Andre! Sophia! Wait a second. Forget the coffee. I'm going to have a beer. I love you. Okay. Close the door. Listen. You see? Because it's important to have an authentic experience. The gentleman in Black Sabbath
very likely drank beer during the making of all of this. They were hammered all the time. Lots of cocaine. Lots of cocaine. They may have also been drinking Guinness. I got a frosted pint waiting for me in the fridge. I get that frosted pint. I got a nice Guinness. Crack it open. You understand? It's going to be delicious. It's going to be delicious. Qualitative experience. I got the door fixed, Knox. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? I got the door fixed. All right, now Leon, go become a patron is what I'm saying to you. If you like the show, you like the community, everybody here, they all know each other. You know what the good news is about being a patron? It's very fucking cheap. It's the active community. You could become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month. And we have tons of them, and we will continue getting more. I promise. I promise. And if you're still with me, it's because maybe you're in on it. If it's too abrasive and loud and shouty for you, you would have been gone. But instead you're wondering, why is this fucking maniac talking to me? I show up for just an hour. I listen to this guy for an hour, and all he's doing is yelling at me. Yes, sir. Correct. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Vinyl Junkies. We're not a cult. Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. Heineken 00 works for me, buddy. Absolutely works. Go become a patron, man. Go become a fucking patron. And make me proud to say hello to you. I always love meeting the ones that come back, you know? Let me go get that beer. If you guys, if I leave you alone for just 2 seconds, you know, hey, can I do something for you? I'm going to play something. I can't play Seven Nation Army. I have the Glitch Mob remix of Seven Nation Army. But no, if I do this, they'll block it on the fucking... Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I'll go get some beer. Take on me, I'll be there. Thank you very much for filling the void. As you can see, our production values are stellar here. Polam, your producer. Everybody, say hello to Polam. He's the maniac behind this. Listen to me. Who likes the MSR? You guys, you like the MSR? I'm going to do the MSR for you. Listen. Listen very carefully. Listen. This is the sound of a Guinness. The perfect pour. The perfect pour. The perfect pour. And then there's the cascading head. A pint of Guinness is sex, man. It's just beautiful. It's so tasty, too. Do you know that Guinness, they used to have ads promoting Guinness as a healthy drink to pregnant women? Did you know this? Now, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know exactly whether this is good for you for real or not. But I have seen the ads. Guinness, hey man, you know what? You're about to pop out a kid. Get drunk on some Guinness. It'll help you get there. I've seen these ads, like, you know, on Life magazine, that kind of shit. So cheers, everybody. Glorious. Fucking glorious. Get whatever it is that you're drinking. Do me a favor, close your eyes and savor it. Even if it's just water, the temperature. Slow down. Slow down in life. Now, we're going to listen to Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Are we ready for this? Me, I'm ready. There's only 27 likes on YouTube, though. We got to get this at least up to 60. So it looks like we still have to wait. I'm sorry, there's work to do over here. It's funny, you know, because when I was listening to Black Sabbath, like when it is that I got into my heavy Black Sabbath phase is when I was a preteen. And that was during the time that Ozzy came out too. So, and Black Sabbath still existed at the same time, right? Because Black Sabbath at this point, there was Ozzy going live, Black Sabbath had Ronnie James Dio, and they were still going. And Ozzy Osbourne's sound and Black Sabbath sound were kind of all headed in the same general direction. So rock and roll, heavy metal, and all of this was all headed in the same general direction. It's pretty damn cool, you know? This is a Wayback Machine for me. 43 likes. We're only 17 away. I think we have new patrons to say hello to also, dude. Yeah, motherfucker. One of you stepped up. I like these people. Where are my where are my new patrons? Here's your button. Pull them. As we work towards getting 60 likes on YouTube, we got a new patron to say hello to. Do you think we can have a drum roll? Thank you.
Well, that depends. Can you go fuck yourself?
Sure I can. Go ahead. That's the sound of the gun going bang bang. 632! Yeah! 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 Robert Reeves. Come on down, you bitch. You're the lucky contestant today. You are the new patron. Come on down. Come on down. Is Robert Reeves among us? We already know because he's been talking. Yeah, you know what you didn't do? You did your part. Your part is to become a patron. That's your part. That's the part that's most important of all. You enjoy the show and you support it. Where's Robert Reeves? Sir, we're very happy to have you here. I want you to know that this is a special time in your life. Okay? Very, very special time. Things are happening to you in the nether regions right now, sir. Mr. Reeves. Mr. Reeves, where are you? Christopher. Things are happening to you in the lower regions. This fucking guy was talking. Now all of a sudden I'm talking to him directly and he goes mute. Maybe he's not listening anymore. I know for a fact that he's listening because he was leaving a comment right before I called on him. Sir, I'm trying to give you I'm trying to give you a welcome, sir. There we are. Wales. Yeah, bitch. I love Wales. You're kind of slow on the trigger there, eh? Listen to me. Right now, the reason I'm calling for you, Robert Reeves, is because you're wondering, what's that why is there this bulge in my pantaloons? Have I taken a dump? No, I have not. The bulge is on the front, not in the back. And it doesn't come accompanied with a brown stain. Sir, you are sporting an erection. You understand?
Your muscles get a really tight feeling.
Robert Reeves, you, sir, our patron 632. Superior creature!
Hello, superior creature.
I'll suck your dick.
You're dope, man. He can smoke a pound in a single bound.
My man, you're a psychopath.
Like a shithawk. Man's gonna eat.
It's true.
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
All day long, when I see you, I think of you, no clothes, wawa wiwa, but it's very wonderful.
It's very wonderful.
I would like to do a romance inside of you.
There we go, sirs. We have said hello to 632 as we get that much closer to 666. The number of Satan, we will reach you again, all glorious Satan. Satan! Satan! Fall upon us again, Satan! I need Satan in the house! My fucking daughter's upstairs wondering, what the fuck is my father yelling about now? Look, you see what's happening? Look at the scene of this cover. I need this to be happening in my mind right now. Are you following this, yes or no? Ah. Look at it. Look closer. Look closer. It's an orgy with fucking devils. It's an orgy with devils. All sorts of sexual things are happening on this cover. Sexualities is happening. Look at the sexualities. This is evil sexualities. You could see the 666. The 666 is right over the bed. It's telling you right now you need to become a patron. Be part of 666. Help us get the 666 again. Black Sabbath implores you! 666. Go become a patron. Patreon.com/FinalJunkies. Patreon.com/FinalJunkies. Go become a fucking patron. 666. Black Sabbath implores you. Look at the back cover. The black cover is him. It's all blue and he's all relaxed. Look, he's all relaxed. It's blue now. You know why? Because he just fucking busted a big satanic nut. He busted a big satanic nut. He's all chill. Over here, instead, there's all kinds of fucking lesbianism happening in the front. All sorts. And then you open up the cover. Did you know that the original is a gatefold? Ah! Look at this. The extra content. The extra content. Look. Porco Dio. This is very nice. Tell me, what are you going to do with the digital graveyard? What are you going to do? Digital leaves a footprint too, my friend. But I absolutely do believe in climate control, so that's not what I'm saying. So, why don't we get this started? Side 1, now that everybody's properly lubricated. Please do like I will about to do. Like I will about to do. And, we're going to say hello to at least one more patron. Let's see who else we pick up along the way. Let's see if the music of Satan compels you. Let's get the 666 again, bitches. Yeah. Time to drop the needle. Smoke him if you got him. blast all of you. Sabbath, bloody Sabbath. Nothing more to do. Living just for dying. Dying just for you, yeah. Come on, you know this is the perfect episode to get your 666 shirt. Patrons only, baby. Go get her done. Now the music gets psychedelic. Now it gets weirder. Strap in. Come on.
I am the world that
fucking best. What the fuck? that awesome or what? You hear right down to the ends, you hear like the drumsticks crack, like rattling against each other. I always wait for that part. To me, that's one of the most badass Black Sabbath songs. But if you listen to this record, what you hear is a lot of groove, man. You hear a lot of reverb. Sure, the riffs are there, but it's more than that. It's the groove that's there, though. The reverb is there. There's a certain color to it. As the minute it is that you hear the synthesizer, it adds a spacey element to Black Sabbath. And then you hear the little interlude at the beginning, right in the middle there, Fluff, where it's just basically Iommi with a acoustic guitar. Pretty, right? And if you listen to these Black Sabbath albums, you'll notice that they're very big into the whole, interlude thing. And they're always a necessary part of the song. It's never something that you'd hear on radio, mind you. Besides Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, I mean, I'm guessing lots of you haven't heard this record, right? So what it is that I would say is, you know what, rather than me blabbering, honestly, I'm far more interested in knowing what you think. First-time listeners, what did you think, man? How different is it? What's the difference between that and what you know already, type of thing? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking the question because I'm curious. I'm absolutely curious. You have to realize this is an album that fucking soundtracked my entire life. It's a pretty unique experience to be able to come together with this many people, so many of which have never listened to it before. So I guess I'm trying to seize that as much as possible. You know? I'm trying to hear the album through your ears if I can. Yeah, it's absolute groove, you know? See, first song is what you'd expect from Sabbath. Correct. Yeah, absolutely. The rest is definitely more of that prog psych feel, and you dig it, yeah. And they kind of hinted at that direction with Planet Caravan. Yeah, absolutely. You see, that's exactly it. So, actually, you nailed it. That whole Planet Caravan thing is very much the psych element, and that's the song for me also. I mean, mind you, I like all of Paranoid, but Planet Caravan I'm crazy about. And yeah. And they kind of just take those elements and expand upon them and add some synthesizer, of course. Oh, listen, Tamara says that Jujitsu says that she never thought of them as a psychedelic band, but you're seeing it in this album. All right, well, strap in. I'm telling you, the next side even more. It's an incredible record, man. I have so much love for this. You don't understand how happy I am to be able to listen to this record for the first time with a bunch of you. You know? This is how I keep the music fresh for myself. I create these types of events. And they don't get old for me. I like being around other people and who are freaking out over the same music I am. I get that. That's exactly what I signed on for. Those are the nerds that I want to be around. All right. You never heard this, Kluwer. Never heard the Sabbath record. Got 4 by Sabbath. This is up next. Yeah, dude. This is their most psychedelic record. I would say that their heaviest is, fucking Sabotage. Sabotage just bludgeons you. But, yeah, this is definitely their most psychedelic record. And there's always that drum, you know, so Bill Ward's a great drummer. That's what I liked about him. Bill Ward knew jazz. He listened to jazz. He played like a jazz computer. Like a jazz drummer, I mean. It's just awesome. Hey. We're going to have new patrons to say hello to. Let's first put up the link and see if we can get 633 and 634. Actually, I'm going to go rock a piss, so Corky's going to be taking over soon. How many of you are completely new to this? How many of... Somebody doesn't know what a quirky break is. Come on, you got to know what a quirky break is. You're about to understand what the quirky break is. Go become a patron. Before we do that, we're going to refresh because there are going to be new people we have to say hello to. And we like saying hello to new people. This is a community thing, man. In every sense of the word. You guys are the ones that make this shit move forward. We're going to need a drum roll, Poland, please. 633 patrons. I like when the guys that participate in the conversations step up and fucking, and you know it's like, yeah, we found one. We found one who gets it. Leon Ilian, come on the fuck down. You, sir, are a very special creature right now. I'm speaking to you right now, and I'm about to rock a piss, so it's just we have to maybe rush it a little bit. But listen to me, Liam. Right away, I can tell because I've been on these internet things. I've been on internet music groups since 1997, consistently. I always leveraged the internet as a big library for music. Always, always. So, to me, the internet was the greatest thing in the world because now I could research the fuck out of everything I want. And I just read incessantly. And I still kind of do. A little bit different. So I've been around the nerds my whole life. I know the nerds. I'm a nerd. I'm that guy. And you can tell because the nerds communicate a certain way. The trolls communicate a certain way. The trolls communicate a certain way. The nerds communicate a certain way. And you get a feel after a while. And you can tell by the quality of the comments that they make. You see that the comments are informed, or you see that the comments are thought out type of thing. You know, it's just everything that contributes to the vibe. And to me, that's really cool because that's the vibe that this whole thing is. And we're always fun to have new people come in. You know what I mean? And it's with that, sir, I gotta tell you. What's this guy's name again? Liam something or other? What's your fucking name? Liam something or other. Como se llama, Gwist? Leon Ilian. It's a lot of L's. Dude, there's a lot of I's and L's going on in there, Leon Ilian. Just saying. It's a bit of a fucking tongue twister. I mean, I'm not a genius or anything, but your parents saddled you with quite a mouthful for the rest of your life. Leon Ilian. Leon Ilian. All you gotta do, dude, you know what? You want to bring a woman to ecstasy, or a man, if you like, into the whole anal play? All you gotta do is stick your tongue into their favorite orifice and just repeat your name over and over again. All you gotta do is say your name over and over again. Just get right into the orifice. Leon Ilian. Leon Ilian. Leon Ilian. Leon Ilian. Leon Ilian. Dude, you will bring everybody to ecstasy. Do you understand what I'm saying? All you gotta do is that. This guy. His name is fucking Built-in Cunnilingus. Listen to me, Leon Ilian. Leon Ilian. Oh, Jesus Christ, Leon Ilian. You, sir, you're a very special creature right now, Leon Ilian. Very fucking special creature, Leon Ilian. I want you to know that right now, it's not just your tongue that's doing the work. Your fucking trousers, they're full. They're full. Things happen when you become a patron.
Your muscles get a really tight feeling.
They really do. Listen to me, Ilium. What's his name, this guy? Ilium. Dude, talk every once in a while. If Liam Ilium, is that his name? Your patron number 633. Superior creature.
Hello, superior creature.
I've been in therapy my whole fucking life. Only now I'm not in therapy. I'm cured.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
Pimp Daddy Sam?
I'm gonna stab you through the heart with a fucking pencil. Do you understand me?
Fucking power of moron!
You got that, moron?
To all my homies.
Don't push it, fucker.
Rambo Bandy.
Take off your pants. I want to swallow your hog. Ooh, whoa.
Can I stay with you, please?
I
would like to do a romance inside of you.
I'm very excited.
New patrons. Leon Ilian. That's a fucking tongue exercise right there. I can imagine any fucking female teacher this guy had at elementary school. They all come home, go to their husbands or their wives. Hey, honey, I'm feeling frisky tonight. I have this student, his name is Leon Ilium. Can you please go down on me and just keep saying his name over and over again? Please. Please and thank you. Just keep saying Leon Ilium. That's it. Just keep saying it over and over again. I'll tell you when I'm there. Jesu Christ. Oh, Jesu. Listen. Jesus protects us all. Don't worry about it. Everything's good, Leon Ilian. You're a new patron now. Where's patron number? What's the next one? 634. Where are you, 634? At the end of this entire thing, you know what I'm going to do next week? I'm going to announce to you what's happening next week. Actually, you know what? Let me announce it to you right after this. Okay? I'm going to put that link up for patrons one more time. If you enjoy it, support it. Become a patron like Leon Ilian. Leon Ilian is a patron now. Leon Ilian. Can you fucking believe it? Leon Ilian is a patron. For real. I'm not going to remember this guy's name tonight. I'm going to forget all of it. And you're going to have to remind me over and over again. Leon Ilian. But for now, I'm completely obsessed. It's like, you're like a fucking walking orgasm. It's like your tongue is a lethal weapon. All you got to do is say Leon Ilian over and over and over again. Women will automatically respond. Oh my God, this man sounds so sensual. You understand? So yeah, man. I'm gonna go rock a piss. Corky's gonna take over for us. Use this time to sign up and become patrons. And we'll say hello to you too. And if you have anything interesting going for you, like, you know, let's say your name is Leon Ilian. Yeah. Maybe, who knows. Listen to Corky for now, okay? Listen to Corky.
Shout out to Corky.
That's right. Thank you, Joe.
Bing bang, ding ding ding, ding ding ding. Bing bang bong, ding ding bang, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, bing 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 ding ding bang bang ding 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 ding. Like a ding 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 ding. Parapakatan. Bing bang, ba ding 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 bang bang bong. Dee dee, parapakatan.
pere, pere, te. Bing, bang, bong, ding, 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 bang, bong. Hi. Listen, we all enjoy music differently. Armed with a cowbell, things get wild and woolly. You add some mushrooms to the mix and it's like, anybody who doesn't know this show is like, why is this guy screaming again? It's what I do. It's what I do for a living. I yell at people every once in a while. I listen to music sometimes. You understand? Am I having any hallucinations? No, sir. But I am very firmly in the mushroom kingdom and enjoying it thoroughly. It's a nice zone to be in. Listening to music, listening to music on mushrooms is pretty cool. The ones that I take are, right now, I tried 4 different ones, and the ones that I went back to was Golden Teachers. Golden Teachers, that's what I'm taking now, and those were my favorite of the 4. At least at this point, I mean, that might change, you know what I'm saying? Those of you who live in Canada, did you know that mushrooms are free? Mushrooms are legal, not free. Mushrooms are legal. As a matter of fact, if you want to buy them, go to that link right there. Yes, we have a VJ Weed link. That's where I get my edibles. That's where I get my mushrooms. It's pretty cool. And you use that link, and we are an affiliate. So we don't have our own strain of weed yet, but we are a weed affiliate, and I think I'm proud of that. I'll take it, baby. Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. Where's patron number 634? I'm ready to go here. Let's do a quick refresh and see if you're there, and we'll get her started. Motherfuck. We have somebody else to say hello to. Can you imagine? To somebody else. You know what, you guys? Can I tell you something that I think is alright? If you guys like the show, those of you who have been here for a while and understand what we do, all the aspects of what we do, this is fucking gonzo. I make it up as I go along. If you understand all of that, the best thing, other than becoming a patron, the best thing that you can do is just tell somebody about it. Who do you tell about it? Exactly the people that you think would dig it. No point in telling it to somebody who's ultra-religious or who's offended easily, you know, who takes things too literally. It's not going to work. You understand? So, that's probably the best thing that you can do. The patronage, man, that's our collective voice. It's super important. You have to understand that what I do over here, you're not allowed to do. This content, we're looking into licensing and stuff like that. This fucking content stuff is insane. Okay? But until then, we're still trying to do something. And putting together an audience like this and creating a communal experience counts for something. And we're here every week, you know? So, and it's with that irony, actually, that I'm going to reveal next week's links. I don't know, are they ready yet, Polam? Or should we wait until the end of the show? You don't know? Okay. What we're going to do is some Twitch reissues. Okay, we're going to do some. We're going to take a break for a couple of weeks, but there will still be content at this time at 1 p.m. and we're going to go and show episodes that were blocked on YouTube. Okay, this is going to be a Twitch thing. We're going to be broadcasting it on YouTube as well. I don't have the visual yet. I'll show you what the albums are next week. Sorry, at the end of this side, okay? But what it is that we're going to do is we're going to be shooting, we're going to be, broadcasting both on YouTube and on Twitch. But on YouTube, there will be no sound. If you want sound, you got to come to Twitch kind of thing. Okay? Why is it like that? Because that's what we need to do in order to keep our content up right now. So it's it's this frustrating game of cat and mouse and that kind of thing that needs to be sorted through. But one of our patrons, Marcel, is looking to help at least try to solve some of that. And that's really amazing. So should be cool, you know? All right. I'm pretty much ready. Oh, yes. What do I have to do? We have to say hello to another patron. Let's say hello to another patron, shall we? Give me just a sec. All right, Poland, why don't you give me a drum roll, please? $634! Dancing Soldier. Where are you, Dancing Soldier? Come on down, Dancing Soldier. Are you okay? Are you happy? I'm glad that you're here. Lay, Dancing Soldier. On Twitch, on top of that. Porco Dio. Our Twitch audience is definitely getting there, man. Yeah, our Twitch channel is going nicely. We're happy to have you, dude. I'm glad that you like the show. Where did you get to know the show? Actually, let me know. Always curious to know where you guys got to know the show from. Okay? Because at this point you realize it's a show and not just a guy playing only one record. There's a community here. This is our thing. This is what we do. And yeah, it's a new friend. That's exactly right. So, Dancing Soldier, listen to me. Right now you're a very special creature for a little while. Okay, so there you go. So Dancing Soldier's story is that he or she has been listening to the stream since the second Clipping album stream, and now you finally decided to step up. Dude, that's my favorite thing in the world. Because then you know what you're stepping up for. You know what it is. That makes me happy. It's like at this point you're not just doing it, it's like, oh, okay. Because that's fucking awesome. Right now, Dancing Soldier. So much enthusiasm for you, especially in the lower regions of your genitalia areas.
Your muscles get a really tight feeling.
Your areoles might be perking up as well sometimes. If you feel your areoles perking up a little bit and you're thinking, wait a second, is there a brisk wind that just went through the house? It's like, no, sir. It's your muscles. You are patron number 634. Superior creature.
Hello, superior creature.
I am the liquor.
I love being angry.
I'll bring the schmutz, you bring the cowbell.
Oh, that's a deal, dude. That's so a deal.
Pay attention when I'm talking to you, boy.
If you see your mom this weekend, would you be sure and tell her,
Satan! 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 You're a dead motherfucker. You understand me?
Yes, you can stay in my house, eat food, and use my system.
Oh.
Yeah!
Tip me if you want to call me daddy. Or if you want me to call you a cum dumpster, you gotta tip me. You have to be a patron. If you want me to call you a cum dumpster, you gotta be a patron. It's just the way it goes. I have a very selective process.
I would like to do a romance inside of you.
Treat me like a dirty stripper. Do you understand what I'm saying? Welcome to the couch, man. Step in whenever it is that you want. Hopefully at the end of the break, I'll understand what's going on with productions here, and I'll announce next week's classic albums. Okay, these are respins. Not available on YouTube. You can watch them on Twitch next week. We'll figure all that shit out, okay? All right. Here's side 2. Expect things to get very psychedelic. This is an awesome, awesome, awesome side. Give this a like. Thumbs up. Come on now.
Just take a look around you. What do you see? Pain, suffering, and misery. It's not the way that the world was planned. It's a pity you don't understand. Killing yourself to live. Killing yourself to live.
Back to psychedelia. Strap in.
Yes, I know the secret that's within your mind. You think all the people who worship you are blind. You're just like Big Brother, giving us your trust. And when you have played enough, just cast our souls into the dust. Into the dust. Thought that it would be easy from the very start. Now I've found you out. I don't think you're so smart. I only have one more question before my time is through. Please, I beg you, tell me, in the name of hell, who are you? Who are you? Thought that it would be easy from the very start. Now I've found you out. I don't think you're so smart. I only have one more question before my time is through. Please, I beg you, tell me, in the name of hell, who are you? Who are you?
Catch the drum now, man. Check this.
It's complete, but obsolete. All tomorrows become yesterday. In demand, but second
on, you're supposed to. Sing along!
Looking for today. 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 Looking for today.
The last song, but this one's a good one too. Are you a patron? Go get your 666 gear right now. This is the interlude. Go get your 666 gear. Let's see that shit on Instagram. Tag us, Vinyl Junkies. Crazy, crazy, yeah. Yes, violins. I'm still blown away by this fucking record. The versatility, the fact that there's just... It's that metal sound, but it's mixed into so many other things. There's violins, man. You know? I'm really happy to have done this, and to me, it's like made my afternoon to see a bunch of you say, hey, holy fuck, this album is good. It's like, that's right. You know, and one of you said that it's like prior to this, when you had heard the record, the only one that you connected to was Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Yeah, because Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is kind of like another Black Sabbath song. It's the other stuff that's different. There are elements, there's always elements, but they really stretch out here. What the fuck? They really stretch out. And it's a beautiful thing. So, do you guys like these classic spins? Like I said, it's a spin, if you wish, on our regular format, which is me not knowing anything. What albums would you think we should do? Because I got a lot of records here. I got a lot of classic records here. Okay? We can do that. Jamie CF says, awesome. Ian Russian gets a say. Ian Russian's a new patron. I'm so happy to see you here, Ian. Okay, look, we're going to do more. Definitely. New folk, if you like what we do... Carole King Tapestry. Holy fuck, I could do that. Would anybody... Yeah, holy moly. Classic Share Spin. Yeah, nobody will watch but me and fucking Bart. We'll be the only two. I would do a classic... Oh my god, a classic Share Spin? Oh yeah. Ideas, man. Don't worry about it. Ideas. The classics are all in here for the most part, so... What do we have to do here? New people, if you like what we do, become a patron. Thank you, Eric. I'm glad that you guys dug it. Listen, I'm going to make a whole lot more of these, okay? I mean, I have tons of them. Jamie CF, you're not a patron, are you? I'd like you to invite you to become a patron. Everybody here seems to know each other. Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. You are? Okay, I just don't recognize your name. I was your host. If you like this kind of broadcast, throw a couple of bucks here. If you'd like to throw a couple of bucks towards crowdfunding something instead, I understand that as well. Take a look at what we just put up. This is Old Man Listens to the Caretaker. Everyone at the end of time, stages 1 through 6. The stages that are being referred to here are various stages of dementia. This here is a person, is inside the mind, music inside the mind of somebody who is suffering and deteriorating from memory loss and dementia. It's a 6.5 hour journey, friends. It's a long one. But this is going to be fucking awesome. This is basically an art piece. A sound art installation. And I want to get the right people here. I want to get people, hey man, if you're going to shroom out, this is the show to do with that. It might fuck you up. It'll also challenge you, though. I've actually heard some people, some of our listeners, who know people who have dementia, and say this kind of almost explains it, or it certainly provides a relevant perspective to it. And that's amazing. If somebody can do that with sound, that's amazing. So to me, it's a very important thing, and I'm looking really forward to doing it. Okay? Throw a couple of dollars into that if you want. Because I would say that this crowdfunding that would be important. With that, I'm going to do a full show. We're going to go a 12-hour show. I think I may have bitten more than I can chew, though. Honestly, I think I may have bitten more off than I can chew, but doesn't mean I'm not going to try. If I fall short, it's still long. You know what I mean? I'll still do it. But I am going to attempt to do 12 straight hours of broadcast. I'm wondering if I should call Bustan and have them fucking sponsor it. They won't know what they're sponsoring. Just, hey man, you want to give me some free food? I'm pretty sure they'd be down for it, Until they listen to the music and it's like, oh my god. I'm not sure that we're going to sell too many shish taoks on this. Fucking chicken shawarmas. You're not going to sell too many of those, It ought to be fun. All right, look, we're ready for next week also. Okay? Check it out, man. This is all Classics Weeks. The idea here, and we got Blumkin in the room with us so he can fill in whatever it is that I'm not getting right. Honestly, it's Blumkin's and Polem's idea more than anything else. We're not going to do any live shows for a few weeks. Wait a second. Hold on a sec. We're not going to do any old man shows for the next few weeks. But we are still going to do the virus broadcasts every night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 3.5, 4.5 hours from now. We're always here. Tonight is going to be, 484 or 483? It's a long one. 484 straight. We're going to do that. But, yeah, man. I'm proud of what we do here as patrons. Here's next week for you, folks. Ready? Old Man Listens Twitch rerun week. Those of you who missed Elliott Smith the first time around, you should know all of these episodes were blocked on YouTube. So we're going to rerun them. Elliott Smith either or on Monday. Interpol, turn on the bright lights on Wednesday. And on Friday, the new Black MIDI Cavalcade, which you want to listen to. I'm telling you, you want to be here for the Black MIDI record. That record is fucking phenomenal. Okay? So those are the ones. We're going to be doing it also on YouTube, but YouTube will not have music on it, okay? And we're going to be steering the YouTube audience towards Twitch if they want to hear the music. Simple. That's not my fault. That's just the way things are right now. And so, there we are, dear friends. See you guys tonight. If you're going to become a patron, there's your link. And, yeah, that was fun, wasn't it?